Hello guys, good morning. Today, Thursday, we're going to see STEAM from page 139 to page 143. So, how much water is there? Water is everywhere on planet Earth. That is why the air looks blue in pictures that taken from the exosphere, otherwise known as outer space. But how much of water can humans drink? Take a look at this map of the Earth. Use your math skills to estimate the following questions. Remember, 100 means one whole, un entero. Okay? So, what percentage of the Earth is covered by land? This is land. Okay? What percentage of the Earth is covered by water? Where is most of the water you see located? Oceans, lakes, rivers, or underground? Okay? So, now let's go to page 140, guys. Now, page 140. Look at the graph, this one here. What percentage of the Earth is covered with water? You're going to write it on the line. Okay? Now, not all water is in the same place. List places where you would find fresh water. Okay, so you're going to make a list of the places where you can find fresh water. Okay? Now, create a circle graph with a partner to represent the percentage of water, of salt water, and of fresh water. So we have the water source, we have ocean, bays, and seas. The percent of total water is 97%. And can we access to this water for drinking? Well, we know that we can't, so we're going to write no. Then you're going to continue with ice caps, glaciers, permanent snow, fresh groundwater, lakes, and rivers. So what water can we access to drink and which one we cannot? Okay, and then you're going to make a graph of salt water and fresh water. Okay, so we know that the ocean is not fresh water. We know that this one is salt water, and these three are fresh water, right? Oopsie. So these three, you need to add them. You need to add them to get like the whole percentage. Then you're going to use the graph. We know that 97% of this circle is salt water, and the other part of 100 is the fresh water. Okay, so we're going to do, I don't know, if we know that this whole circle is 100%. Okay, so you need to divide it 90%, 97%, and this part here, which I'm not going to tell you. Okay, so you're going to, let's see, 90% of 100, it's something like this. So this is 90%. And this one is the answer of these three together. Okay, so once you're finished, you continue with the next page. Okay, so let's go to page 141. So, exploring the rainforest. I am Scarlett McCall, and my name is Scarlett. I live in the Brazilian rainforest, but I have family in other rainforests in Central and South America. I would like to take you on a tour of my home and show you some of my favorite places. I live on the top of the rainforest called the canopy, so I see everything. Let's travel to the southern part of my country. This is a really long flight, but it is beautiful. Ah, look! There they are, the Iguazu Falls. Can you hear the water falling and crashing on the rocks and lush plants? The water is part of the hydrosphere, and years of rushing water has weathered the rocks. The rocks are part of the geosphere. These landforms were caused when parts of the earth collide and cause some of the crust to push up. The water falls into a great river, another part of the hydrosphere. We are pretty high up in the sky. We are in part of the atmosphere. We are in the lowest level of the atmosphere called the troposphere. It is the same part where all plants and animals live. We are part of the biosphere, but we need the atmosphere to survive. Should we go a bit lower? Come down to the trees with me and let's rest. Maybe some of my friends will be around. All of my friends are part of the biosphere as well. Now let's go to page 142. Oh, look! There is a jaguar. Beautiful, isn't it? Jaguars are strong predators in the rainforest. Oh my! I hope the jaguar isn't watching those two squirrel monkeys and thinking of a meal. There are also many insects, birds, frogs, monkeys, sloths, and snakes living here in this part of the biosphere. Of course, we are all dependent on the large number of plants and trees that produce yummy fruits, nuts, and seeds. Yum! That reminds me, it is time to eat. I will leave you for now. Thanks for joining me. Now, answer the following questions. Number 1. What part of the atmosphere does scarlet live in? If you need to read again the story, you can do it, okay? Number 2. What two types of animals are part of the biosphere where scarlet lives? 3. Where does scarlet live? 4. The rocks at Iguazu Falls are part of the hydrosphere, biosphere, atmosphere, or geosphere? And the self-assessment. Circle your answer. I like learning the most about animals, plants, rocks, and places. So you're going to circle the place or the thing that you like the most to learn about. Okay? Now, let's go to page 143. Dynamic Earth Assessment. So this is a review for you. 143, okay? Read the statements, then circle true or false. Number 1. There is no way the hydrosphere can interact with the geosphere. There is no way, no hay manera that they can interact, okay? Number 2. The biosphere is made up of all the water in the world. True or false? Number 3. Most water is salt water. True or false? Number 4. Most of the world's fresh water is in the form of ice or glaciers. True or false? Now, complete the following activity. Number 5. Describe one way you interacted with the biosphere today. One way that you interacted with the biosphere today. Number 6. Describe one way you interacted with the hydrosphere today. With the hydrosphere today. Number 7. Describe one way you interacted with the geosphere today. Geosphere today. And number 8 and last one. Describe one way you interacted with the atmosphere today. Okay? So you're going to write one of each one, explaining how you interacted with those. And that's it for today, guys. It's not a lot. You can do it. You're super intelligent. And I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.